Welcome back everyone to another Forza Horizon 5 video, and on today's video, it's going to be kind of a special one because very recently the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future came out, one of my all-time favorite movies. And today what we're going to do is we are going to, because there are two variants of the DeLorean in this game, I tried to make a video about it a while ago, but it ended up failing. But I figured today would be a good excuse to make a video about not just the DeLorean DMC-12 itself, but also the Back to the Future time machine, which is... I'll get into that in a little bit, but basically what we're going to do, I got Elite in here to help me out with this. It's been a while since he's been in here. And we're going to basically just see which one's better. We're going to use them both bone stocks, since I'm not sure what their upgrades are going to be like when they're upgraded and everything. But... just to give you guys a rundown, here is the standard DeLorean. This is the car I made a video about, one of the very first videos I ever made. This thing is like an absolute wheelie monster. And then here is the Back to the Future time machine. Now, the reason why it's called the Back to the Future Time Machine 1 and not like Back to the Future DeLorean is because there is a bit of a licensing thing going on with this. If you look closely, I'm going to zoom in on this. If you look closely at both of these cars, where the DeLorean has the logo on the front of the grille, the Time Machine one doesn't. And that's because the licensing for this car goes to Universal, not DeLorean. Both cars are roughly the same. They both have 130 horsepower. The Back to the Future Time Machine weighs about... say 70 pounds more. We're not going to use the other two variants of the time machine because, we're not really interested in that. This is the one that appeared in the first movie. So they both have the same engine, same horsepower, but while the DeLorean did have, like the real DeLorean did have a V6 back then, or a flat 6, I think, or it had like a crappy old engine back in the day. It sounded like this. And then since Elite's in the DeLorean from the movie, he can just give me a demonstration here. What in the hell? Junita? What is it?
Let's just say that it's a curse word in Spanish.
I figured. While the standard car had a V6, they wanted to change the way the engine sounded in the movie to make it cooler. So what the developers did is they changed it for the Back to the Future time machine. So when Elite revs his engine, you'll notice that it makes a V8 noise. It's kind of hard to pick up on his side, but trust me, it does make a V8 noise. What's interesting, no one really calls this car a DMC-12. They always just call it a DeLorean because it's the only car they ever made. Up until like a few years ago, I think they made like a new DeLorean. It's called the Alpha 5. It's like some kind of a Rimac-looking thing. I have a Hot Wheels of it, too. It looks pretty cool. But Elite's going to get into the standard DeLorean, and I'm going to be in the Back to the Future DeLorean, just because, for video's sake. This is the DeLorean from Back to the Future. And just like in the movie, when you hit 88 miles an hour, or rather, if this thing will hit 88 miles an hour... 85, 86, 87, 88 miles an hour. Bingo, the lights turn on. Now, come on! How cool is that? So yeah, it's kind of a gimmick, but I just love that they added that. That's just such a cool feature. So yeah, if you'll notice, the front of the grille, it doesn't have the DMC logo because they didn't have the licensing for that. Oh, and I should explain too, if you take your license plate off, it does have the California plate on from the first movie. And if you do that with the Back to the Future 2 and 3 DeLorean, it has like the futuristic orange plate, with like the silver like barcode looking thing and everything. So this will be interesting because they're both the same car, but mine has all the junk on the back, so...
But here's the crazy part. Your PI is lower than mine because of
oh yeah, look at that
added weight.
If I early shift.
I'm redlining it, mostly.
You're redlining it?
I was redlining it to second.
So see, here's the cool thing. The Back to the Future DeLorean has a really unique feature. It can do this. It can time travel, which means I can just go into the future.
Hey! guess what? Finish line is the ramp. $10 for this car pack, by the way. 5 cars for $10.
$10, and the standard car is pretty much faster.
$3.99.
Wow. Okay, so we done that. So now what we're gonna do, since you know these cars aren't exactly the quickest things on the planet, we're gonna do a circuit race because we like to do that sort of thing. Dude, you know what I really wish Turn 10 would have brought back to Horizon 5? That was like one of the few things I appreciate Horizon 4 for. Do you remember that car? It's the Cyberpunk car. What was it called?
Horizon 4. It was the Quadra VTEC.
The Quadra. Dude, I love that thing. I was going to make a Horizon 4 cinematic about that thing and how it was going to be like the future DeLorean or whatever. That thing is so cool.
Now, the one thing I kind of wish came back from all the other Horizons was the Quartz Regalia. I mean, they brought back the, what was it, the Warthog from Halo, but they didn't bring back the
that's because Forza and Halo have always been kind of like, you know, sort of like at one with one another since Motorsport 4. I want to do this circuit again, but swap the cars again. I think you're right on how, like, well, I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. It's funny. The only reason why I want to get one of these would be to just turn it into the time machine, but I have to remember at the end of the day, it's still a DeLorean, and these things were like murderous cars, I think, back in the day. Like, they also locked the driver inside of the car. Like, they wanted to kill you back then. It was so weird. And I guess that shouldn't be surprising, considering that they were made by a drug lord. It still hadn't crossed the finish line.
97 miles an hour later.
We're gonna run that back again. I'm gonna swap into the time machine this time. You're gonna run the DeLorean, or the DMC-12, I'll say. And I want to see if these things could actually hit 100 miles an hour on the straights. Because if they don't, then that's just pitiful. So are they stopping making?
Yeah, they're gonna basically phase out the penny, but then that means like now people's how you call it? I don't know how to explain it, but they gotta price everything, including the taxes, to end on a dividend of 5 or 10.
Let's see, what coin is 5 cents? Is it a dime? No, dime's 10. No, wait, a nickel. A nickel's 10, right? I always get this confused. A dime is
10 cents, a nickel is 5 cents, a quarter is 25 cents, and
which one's 15 cents?
$1 is 50 cents. There is no such thing.
Wait, what? Hold on. So you're telling me that a nickel isn't worth 15 cents?
No, a nickel is worth 5.
Man, what the frick was I taught in elementary school?
What?
Dude, I'm not making this up. When I was a kid in elementary school, like when I was in like the 3rd grade, my teacher was always telling me like a nickel is worth 15 cents. Are you serious?
Or you were probably thinking of something else where the nickel's value can double or sometimes triple into 15 cents.
Oh, come on, clunker, let's go. Whoa. Hey! You're trying to take me off my line! That's cool. That's cool! Oh my god, focus, focus. Holy shit. I was just looking behind me and I saw, like, you behind me, so I went into, like, a follow view. Okay. Will this thing hit 100 miles an hour? 98? 99?
100.
100? Okay, so it can do 100. what is kind of interesting about these two cars is that there is one difference with these two cars. I think they either came in automatics or manuals. I can't remember. I don't remember if there was like a difference with the two of them. Like I think
looks like manual because I'm looking in first person right now.
Yeah, but try and shift.
Nope.
It just shifts on its own.
Well, but
so
that could be a Forza thing, because you know.
It could be a Forza thing. I'll take a look after we're done. But at least with my car, and because it was in the movie as well, you can plainly see that when you shift up, the hand goes for the stick. But I don't know if DeLoreans also came in automatic. I'd have to look back. I think they did. But if they didn't, that would also be kind of like a cool, fun feature about these two cars, is that if they are both manual and automatic, then we'd have the exact same car with different transmissions. And I think that would be the only time we've ever had that in any Forza game, where we had the exact same car, but both different transmissions.
The Birdie Mustang from 2018 and the regular 2018 Mustang.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. And then the
one
RTR.
Is manual, one has, I think, a 10-speed.
Well, yeah, the RTR has a 10-speed.
No, the RTR has a 10-speed?
Yeah.
It's weird. I think the RTR Mustang is actually a lot... Wait. I thought the RTR Mustang was a 2016 Mustang.
No, it's 2018.
What the fuck? Why does the cluster look so different then?
Different spec, probably. Well, no, because they're both GT Premiums, I think.
Well, one's a GT and one's a GT Premium.
Probably.
Yeah, I think the Spec 5 is a GT Premium. Meanwhile, the regular GT as well, just the regular GT.
Just the GT, yeah. GT 5-liter, yeah.
At least I wasn't that far behind.
No. Wow. Now that's different. So, the last time, my time was a 123 or something like that, and you were like a 127. In these two cars, you're only a second off, so the other one, the normal car, is actually very faster, actually. Yep, I think you're right. I think they are all manuals, but this one just has like a continuity error. Alright, well that was our quick comparison of the normal DeLorean DMC-12 and the Back to the Future Time Machine. Fairly simple, pretty straightforward. Just wanted to do this little fun challenge, little fun small challenge to do, just to kind of celebrate the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future, and also an opportunity to actually utilize in a proper video demonstration of the Back to the Future DeLorean, since I think the only time I ever used this was in an infection video. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I should explain too, we are kind of wrapping up filming on Horizon 5, so I'm going to try and get some of my friends together, Elite included, so we can do one big final special. Hopefully this will be out before Christmas, if not, just in which case, whenever, whatever. But yeah, stay tuned, take care, and have a good day.